episode, let's talk about my prints, because there's a few people that are watching my YouTube channel that are causing some disturbance among you guys in the community. And that person is mindless bitch. She or he, I don't know if this person is trolling, but this person made a comment on the community post about prints. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, prints is based on someone's preference, how they sell it. Especially if they sell prints that are not their own, so they should not make a profit. So you got a lot of these print stores and these on the street printing stations in New York City, especially in Manhattan, especially at Columbus Circle. Those are not their prints they sell. They're selling artist prints, okay? Or they're selling something that, they can find on the internet and they can just reprint those JPEGs. Mind you, those are JPEGs. They are printing. They are not TIFF files. So I wanted to make this clear statement. I could sell my prints as much as $1,000. I can sell my prints at any value because I spend the money, software, hardware, the time, the travel expense, and not just the travel expense, ink for these specialized printers that prints out your images are not cheap either. So that is a financial cost. So for mindless bitch to argue with Brit of Saigon, so Brit of Saigon, I suggest that you have to understand why I'm pricing my images lower than I normally don't do. Because before, if you look back at my channel, I used to sell prints for $250, $300 for a 60 by 20. And also, once again, guys, I just want to remind you, you have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment to order to process your images correctly and flawlessly to your clients or for art galleries. So me pricing 11 by 14 for $100, technically there are other websites that are doing it for a little bit cheaper or a little bit more than I am asking for, but they still don't use TIFF. They use JPEG files. I use TIFF files for higher quality. I also use higher quality print paper, which is also another expense that you have to put into consideration. These are not just prints that someone just took with an iPhone and just said, hey, buy it for $150. No, these are images that I've been sitting on for the last year or so, and I have this participant that's in our community causing some disturbance, some racket, talking about, I want to charge you guys $100 for a print, but I can go and buy expensive meal. What expensive meal that I'm buying? I don't spend no more than $16 on a bowl of ramen. That's not expensive, friend. You want to know what's expensive? When someone pays $100 for a dish. $300, $400 for a dish. This is not Kobe beef. This is not Wagyu A5 beef. This is a print. I don't have $200 to spend on some Japanese steak. That's just... So think about that concept. That's an art form in itself. Breeding healthy and better cows to also market your product. I'm doing the exact same thing, but here's the difference, guys. So the mindless bitch, that's her YouTube name, says that I am ripping you guys off. How am I ripping you guys off? I post this every single day on Instagram about why people do not respect photographers as of today. All you guys want is free work. Not you guys, but there are a lot of people out here in the world that want free work, free print, free everything. So I got to spend money I got to spend membership fees. I got to spend on a very expensive $800 printer, a $1,500 printer, a $2,000 printer, a $5,000 printer, a $10,000 printer. And you're telling me that I don't have any right to price my images at $100 starting? Are you serious? Wait. Hear this out, guys. This is why most people don't take this in consideration. We pay off the taxes. Mind you, photographers, you guys know this, we pay more taxes than a lawyer does. I post this a lot. We pay 36% more taxes out of our pocket. That means we got to spend on trying to make a deal with the shipping company to ship up your prints. Mind you, shipping your prints is sometimes troublesome because of the size. So the bigger the size, the more expensive it is to ship out these prints. But no. Mindless bitch decided to argue with Britt of Saigon. And Britt of Saigon, you've been on this channel talking with us, among us family members here on Panda Nation. If I were you, just ignore what she's telling you. Because if you're an artist, you want to get paid. Right now, I can take you back to the other hostel. I can show you what someone is trying to sell a painting. Not even a painting, an illustration. For $500. Literally. $500. And you guys can say, well, you guys may say that might not be art. That's not art. She's copying of what we've been through the last 2 years. She's taking concepts, and I'm not mentioning names, but she's taking concepts that already exist and trying to make it her own. And she's selling it for $500. Social distance. Guys, if I go back to the local NY and I show you these illustrations, you guys will be like, whoa, she wants what? $650? It's the same thing as me going out there and actually creating and making art. So what's the difference between a celebrity artist that sells their prints for thousands or hundreds of dollars versus a photographer that is homeless? See, this is the thing. You guys are attacking my status once again. And this is what I said earlier in the job interview. It's about my status. I guarantee you, if I was a known photographer and to the community, which I am, if I was a known photographer and I sold prints, like wedding prints, guys, how much do you think a wedding book costs? It's not $50. Trust me, it's not $50. It's not $100. No, it's more value, over $300 for a wedding book. That's if the client asks for it or requests it. But you know how much a photographer gets paid to do a wedding? Thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And the processing, and the prints, how many images they're going to get. Are they going to make a book? Do they want a book, a wedding book? That's extra. Come on, guys. For me to ask the community, the world, to help me illustrate my art around the world, at starting price for 11 by 14 with the frame for $100, it's a steal. It's a good deal. Like I said, I can take you to multiple New York City venues and show you how much they price their art. You're going to be like, wow, I'm not paying $1,500 for that shit. That's because you don't have the money to pay for it. So you're going to criticize. And that's what's going on here. People are criticizing my way of life, my way of living. And as I said before, I have sold many prints before higher than $100. So it's based on what frames you get and what you want. Now, if we really want to step it up, if you really want to take this up to a notch, I can literally start selling my prints only on glass, like I am doing with the Fractal Company. That's expensive. That technology is expensive. The process is expensive. To print on thin layer of glass, it's expensive. That technology is well worth the $200 price tag, because once you receive the product in your hand, the detail, the clarity of your images, you'll be like, wow, it is so much better in person than when I saw it online. To color correct, to get everything right, that's software, that's money. The processing, the labor, the transportation. Like today, I went to go get the print. Literally, the guy's like, oh, do you want the same thing? I say, yes, I want the Premium Pro Gloss. He goes, all right. Gave me a 5% discount because I came back. Normally, that print costs $45 to print. For 11 by 14, yes. I can show you a website right now that charges about $30 for 11 by 14 with the same features, but it goes based on size. The more the size you go up, the more expensive it gets. Did you know FedEx does printing as well? And yes, FedEx does have their printing machines using TIFF. And they charge $60 to $70 for 11 by 14. So you tell me, friends, to print it. You tell me, friends, how can you judge and make fun of the process that I'm doing and stereotype me and then criticize me for asking to print images for $100 with the frame and glass, or depends on what you want? How can you actually sit here on YouTube and criticize me for trying to do a positive thing? This is why the world is full of people that just hate. The world is full of people that just don't like what you're doing because either they're jealous or they envy you. So, let's spend 12 minutes in this video. And I want to go back to what Mindless Bitch said. She said, I beg for a donation. Yeah, why not ask the community to help me out? It's better than panhandling and looking like I'm in distress. I'd rather make content so you guys can support it. Either way, if you don't support it, you support it mentally and physically by watching it and understanding. See, Mindless Bitch doesn't watch the content in full. She just criticizes. And as what Rocky said this morning or this afternoon, that I only respond to people that reply back to the PayPal. That's not true, friend. I've been very, very bilingual and vocal to everybody that comes into the chats. Yes, I don't read the chats right away, but when I do read the chats, this is what a live stream is. You got to give me time to read the chats. I'm not in my home. I'm not in my studio. I just don't get it why people like her or him, whoever this person is, are trying to bring down this glorified family of mine, which is you guys, the Panda Nation. Someone is trying to bring in the hate, the dislike, the discomfort. They're trying to destroy something that is positive. So, with that said, everyone, don't listen to anyone that is not a photographer that understands the financial cost to print, ship, process, buy hardware, buy the printer. Mind you, got to buy a really good printer if you want the best quality. That's why I said printers cost over $800 to $10,000 for just a printer. That's a financial cost, and you're telling me, oh yeah, you're ripping. Basically, I'm ripping people off. I'm not. I just spent $40 getting that image printed with premium gloss pro paper. What kind of person you are? You're a Walgreens or you're a CVS person? You get your prints from Walgreens and CVS? Why would you do that? No offense, Walgreens and CVS, but we all know as a photographer, their printing service, it sucks because you don't use TIFF files. I go to places that use TIFF files that actually get me my money's worth and make the customer happy. And that is the best print possible. And now I just posted up the print. You can see how detailed it is from a TIFF file. It is super detailed. You telling me that, oh, that's not worth 40 bucks of printing? It is. Especially when people come to your home or come to your establishment or even in your office space. It's like, whoa, what is that picture? That is cool. It looks really good, really detailed. It's worth money spent. So with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer. I've been traveling since the pandemic. I ran out of money in my savings account. We actually did giveaways during the pandemic. Remember that, guys? We gave away free money out of my pocket to my audience. We gave away tripods, we gave away 3 Neuro Q3 strobes. We gave away 2 Godox 860 Mark IIs. We gave away 2 tripods, actually 3, because the third one was back in September. I sent that one to California. We gave away backpacks, we gave away camera lenses, we gave away a whole bunch of stuff, and I am the bad guy here? I don't even see how that's plausible to categorize me as the bad guy. Oh, wow. So with that said, everyone, I just want to emphasize why somebody or parties in our community are not understanding the financial cost for getting all this done. You're not photographers, but you are a human being. You should be understanding the financial costs that we have to come out of our pocket to spend. Mind you, I just spent $275 both ways to get the print. Then I got to pay for the print. Then I got to pay for the frame, and then I got to pay for the shipping. Oh, come on. No, you cannot sit here and say that I am making money, because I'm not. I'm not even. How much is the frame? 20, 30 bucks from this guy? How much is the print? 40 bucks? 30 bucks for the frame, 40 bucks for the print, transportation, that was $6. What else? Shipping and handling is $20. What do you want me to do? If that's the case, I could just up my prices once again to where they were at $200 for 11 by 14, but I choose not to. I want to make my prints affordable but reasonable, where I can literally get a little bit of commission from it. So you guys want to know how much commission I made from this? Well, I made about $23 commission. Now technically she sent $150. Michelle sent $150, but she knew it was $100. She just wants to make sure that her product gets to her in the proper way, and I understand that. So this time I made $73 profit or $70 profit, which is not much, because guess what? We went to the hostel. Yeah, all of that went to the hostel. So therefore, I literally don't have money to spend out my pocket. So with that said, but then I got 2 donations for $10. I got someone sent me some euros, which I appreciate. And then someone sent me some US dollar, which I do appreciate. So with that said, everyone, I just want to clear the air so you guys have a better understanding how logically and how financially this costs photographers a lots of money. I'm losing. Any photographer right now would say, yeah, Panda, you shouldn't sell your prints for $100. You should sell it for more, because if people have galleries, they selling not even at 11 by 14. They selling something that's maybe like 8 by 10 for $300. What's the difference from that artist and me? I tell you what the difference is. You guys, that person or those parties are pointing the finger at me because I am a homeless, black, bilingual, mind you, individual. That's what's going on here. Judging me based on my skin complexity, I am sorry, friend. That's a very bad judgment. Mindless bitch is no longer a part of our group. I blocked her from, or blocked him from any other community chats. This person does not get respect because she literally is trying to egg on a friend or a colleague or a friend if he wants to be a friend and understands. Brit of Saigon, I'm telling you for the third time in this video, do not listen to people when they are not the artists themselves. This is someone behind a computer just trolling or just envy the fact that I'm doing something positive. I'm trying to make something of myself. What else do you want me to do? Do you want me to be on the streets and be a fucking bum and then panhandle and say, oh, I need money, give me money for food, blah, 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 blah? Get the fuck out of here. That's just crazy. That's what you want people to do? You want people to like literally suffer? Oh, you don't want people to do positive things, right? You want people to stay in the position they are. Maybe you don't respect the house's community. Then maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're just biased. Maybe that you also could be someone that I actually banned or blocked before. You just made a new account. Because your smart mouth and your way to trying to provoke violence within my community and hatred within my community. That is not acceptable here in Panda Nation and on this YouTube channel. It is not acceptable. It's acceptable when someone does something to someone that hurts someone mentally, physically. That's when you rant. But you don't rant on someone trying to build up their photography career once more and do it where people can afford a print. And as I said, I can take you to a photo studio right now that is like 6 blocks away from here. You'd be like, oh wow. But that looks like a 6x8 and they want $200 for that? Like, I'm not arguing with that. That's someone's art. That's someone's patience and time and dedication. I'm not gonna argue with that. But what I am gonna argue about is how you're trying to provoke negativity within this community. Stop it. I'm not going to allow it. And I don't care what your needs are. Because obviously you don't care about what our needs are in this community. It's not about me. It's about us. Bringing communities and bringing people together. This is what this channel is about. Showing awareness. This is awareness. And what you're doing is so wrong. It is so unprofessional, and you're not even being remotely human. You're being a dictator and a criticized individual where you don't care for anyone's life but your own. Because it sounds that way because you kept replying back. Because you applied back to what I said to Brit about when someone does photography, it's not, it is also a self-expression of someone's life. That is someone's skill sets. Are you talented enough to have the skill sets I have? You could be if you take the time. But I've been doing this since I was 12 years old, off and on. I did rollerblading videos. I did snowboard videos. Come on. Where am I supposed to use this talent for? If I have this talent, use it. If I have these skill sets, use it. If I have the means to get a community together to bring awareness about something about photography, homelessness, documentary photographers, use it. So now I'm gonna post what I said earlier in this video about us paying 36% more taxes and why photographers spend thousands and thousands of dollars, hours a day editing, processing, and you guys don't think that is not worth $100 for a print. Then I should just go back to, like I said, charging my normal prices, $250. It'd be like everyone else that does it. Because when I do galleries, which I have done twice, I sold out on my galleries. I did that in San Jose. I did that in Portland. I did that in Vancouver. I did that in Madison. Any Madison, Wisconsin photographer would tell you, like, yeah, Panda is pretty good. Like, and for the price that he's asking, that's pretty much he's losing. I'm losing. I'm supposed to gain at least a 50% profit or at least 72% profit from my work. But no, without any proper initiative and pricing, I would not have this phone. I would not have my laptop. I would not have no software to pay every month. And that's the thing, why I pay things in advance, a year in advance. Because I know I'm going to run out of money. Ever since September of 2021, when I officially ran out of my savings. Mind you guys, someone asked a question in the last video, how did I become homeless? I became homeless because I actually resigned from a job and I have a current EEOC from my last employer for violating and discriminating. And as I said before, I was violated. Not only that, I got ICE called on me at my job because someone didn't like the fact that I was an employee of the month 3 times in a row. So with that said, everyone, I just want to clear this air within my community. Listen, you don't have to agree with me, but you cannot sit here and talk that garbage as if you are a CPA. If you are a financial advisor, then maybe you should be telling me you should be increasing your prices for your photos. You should, because a CPA would say you're not gonna gain value if you don't increase your prices for your prints. Because honestly, a print these days from any store that does not accept tip, it's garbage. It's garbage. Sorry, Walgreens, CVS, but you guys are way back schedule. I guarantee you, if you convert your system, CVS and Walgreens, to tip, you'll get better people. You get people printing at your printing facilities all the time because now you're doing tip files, but you guys don't understand what tip files are, and a lot of people don't understand the difference. And like, all right, then I have to show you, and I have showed you what tip files can do. They bring out more detail and clarity in the image to brighten the colors. I don't need to explain anymore. I'm just telling you guys from experience that it's not nice. It's not nice to try to cause conflict within my community, because everyone else is trying to be supportive while you got some people here that don't think my prints are worth even 50. Yeah, mindless bitch thought my prints are not even worth $50. So I'm like, wow, yeah, this is a person that does not understand the logical construct of like printing and ink are expensive. Color ink is expensive for these machines. They can go up to like ink, mind you. Do you know how much is an ink cartridge for an Espion 9636? What is it? 96360 printer? That's an $8,000 printer. You know how much ink costs for that printer? Just for the color itself. Mind you, you got to put each color. So, how much do you think it costs? 50? 25? Nope, not even close. Let's say $179 for that cartridge. That cartridge, yes. And you only get, what, maybe 10 prints out of that cartridge? Come on, guys. Maybe 10 prints. Maybe 10 prints you can get out of it. Maybe. Yes, it's actually $200 a cartridge for those type of printers. And that's the type of printers I use to print out my prints. So it is expensive. And that's Michelle right there. Thank you, Michelle, for buying the print. Now, I got to wait for the frame tomorrow. They said that we're having it in tonight. And I said I'll come back tomorrow. So now I got to spend another $275 both ways to go get the get the frame it, package it, and send it off. And I'm going to send it off United States priority, 2 to 3 day mail. Why? Because I want the client to have it as soon as possible. I'm actually out here now. This is not a loop. This is a live stream, friend. I don't understand how you thought it was a live stream, mister. Boombastic. That's a cool ass name though. Boombastic. Oh wow, I should have stole that name. No, Michelle, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. Don't have to send transportation money. No. You don't have to do that. I already got the Metro card. Got that covered. All that went to the cost. So, due by copyright law, you should not be using my contact without permission, and you have to ask me for what reason why you want to use it. It's actually a violation of my rights as a copyright holder for you to use it to promote products, sales, or anything. Your self-image, if you want to gain self-image by using someone else's, that's damaging. That's defamation, friend. This is why I wanted to work at that law office. So I got my hands on some books that I don't have to pay for, and they're free to me. There's a reason why I wanted this job at the law office. I wanted to practice more law. So with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer, and I was attacked by community viewers on YouTube. What were you going to do at the law office? Actually, it's going to be the librarian. So they do have a librarian. So what you do is librarian slash, what do they call it? Custodian. Can't even say the word. But basically, I'm a librarian, and if they give me documents and files, I gotta put them together, put them in the right category, put them in where they need to be, so it can be easy search in the database. Because I have skills of doing that. I did it for Porchlight for a year. Oh my panda. That's why I was so good at that job. My technological skills, when it comes down to understanding how to process, how to send data, how to use that data, how to categorize that data in alphabetical order, yes, I was really good at that. So, but like I said, I wanted that job to emphasize law, but let's not keep dwelling about the topic. The topic was really about people attacking me for asking for $100 for a print, where you got people all over the freaking place selling prints for like $300, $400, $500,000. Okonomiyaki. Like, for instance, you know how much a mural costs to put on someone's building? And it's not 50, it's not 100, it's not 300. If you want a mural on your wall or on your business, you're gonna have to pay that artist at least $25, $3 grand. Especially if you like their work. Knowing that their work is very consistent. So with that said, everyone, I'm not going to tag along this video anymore because I do want to go to a live stream later on this afternoon or maybe this evening. But I want to just fix the bug that is bugging us as a community. And I had to delete some people from the community that are very, very sour touch. And I don't want to lose a friend because someone is trying to provoke this person into not buying or even think about in the future buying a print. Now, in the future, my prices will go up eventually because of that natural sacrifice and cost of printing out prints. So with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys understanding. I just want you guys to be clear about how much it actually really costs. It literally costs the photographers a lot of money. And any photographer that wants to make a comment about this video and clarify that, they would tell you, like, yeah, it's it's a really, really tough circle to try to sell your prints when you got these galleries in New York City selling the same print, the same size, for $1,000. But it's not okay for me to sell it for $100 because, like I said, she or he is attacking me because of skin color, because of the choices of food that I eat. Ramen is not expensive. As I said in the beginning of this video, you know what's expensive? When you spend $300 on a goddamn meal, $100 on a goddamn plate. And I'm judging, I'm not even saying that that's bad. That's someone, if the person has money to do that, be my guest. But I'm a cheap ass. I look for the cheapest food I can possibly find. So how is her statement about me buying expensive food? What expensive food? Ramen is not expensive. So, and I want you to just like hear what I said. She thought ramen was expensive. She either, he or she, either it has to be logically dumb or just pure fucking hatred and tone. But with that said, everyone, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I just want to make sure that you guys understand the financial costs. It really costs me. So I don't gain a profit from a $100 print. I would gain a profit if it was maybe a 16 by 20 print. And those, like I said, shipping is actually so expensive for those sizes. Especially with the United States Postal Service. Oh, it's going to hurt your pocket. They like to rip you off. Like I just told you guys earlier about United States Postal Service. Trying to rip me off by telling me that, oh, a do not bin sticker is actually extra. No, it's not. Anything that has bubble wrap, that is, mind you, if the United States Postal Service have packaging that has bubble wrap, that's an automatic fragile package. It's fragile. That means do not bend, do not break, do not fold. But they want to charge me $23 for it. So with that said, everyone, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a rest of good your afternoons. It's Wednesday. It stopped raining for now. But I just want to clarify why I'm being a target because of my race. It could be my race. I don't know. But it sounds like this person is very biased and trying to bring that bias among you all to agree with her or he, because I don't know if this is a woman or a man. But her YouTube name is Mindless Bitch. Obviously, the title explains it all. Your name explains it all. Because you are a mindless bitch. With that said, I just called you out on your own name because that's what you are. With that said, everyone. Ooh, someone's hiring. No me deso aumento. With that said, everyone, thank you for supporting me. If you guys want to buy prints, please go to my website, ThePandaPhotographer.com. If you want to buy a print, please do go to my Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, go back to the last video before this video, which was a live stream. I demonstrated all my images. And a lot of people say, wow, you got a lot of good images. Yeah, those Singapore, those South Korea, those Japan photos, those Paris photos, those was an expense to take those photographs. I can never do that. Well, it's not never do that again. But the moment you took it is the only moment that is lasts in your memory forever. So think about the value, of course, because people pay $1,000 just to recover images from a dead hard drive. What? So, with that said, thank you, appreciate it, and thank you, Michelle, for buying the print. I cannot wait till you receive it, because I cannot wait to frame it, and then send it off. And I cannot wait to see your face. And I hope I get a face reaction when you get it. And trust me, like, oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. It's like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want. Oh, the quality of printing is so good, guys. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Let the law work for you. Oh, wow. It's now more of a point. See ya, guys.